All right, guys, it's Wednesday. It's my birthday. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Back in the office, I'm here by myself though, so I'm still amply, I don't know if that's the right word, distanced. But there's a huge topic floating around right now that I wanted to talk about, and that's that first part of the Plandemic movie, which, you know, the most obvious part that you guys have to figure out is that this movie wasn't edited in the last week. You know, the Bill Gates documentary wasn't made in the last week, in the last 4 months. You know, the pandemic on Netflix wasn't just made. You know, the Hillary Clinton documentary wasn't just made. All this stuff was planned, and it was planned to come out at the right time to get the right response from us so that we slowly gave things up one step at a time until the entire agenda was fulfilled. The one part I want to talk about, though, is Snopes and fact checkers. Snopes is a joke, guys. It's an absolute joke. If you think Snopes is a fact checker, you're not very good at reading. Snopes is an opinion page, and what they do is they give you their opinion. And typically what they do is they offer a dissenting opinion against anyone who rejects the mainstream narrative. And the one I want to talk about is Dr. Judy, right? She's, you know, Dr. Judy Mikovits, her Plandemic movie is out right now. Everybody's watching part 1. And Snopes says that the claim that she was arrested in order... I'm just going to read it so that I'm accurate, right? Here's their question. Was a scientist jailed after discovering a deadly virus delivered through vaccines? And Snopes says unequivocally that that's false. And here's why Snopes is absolute nonsense. Okay? It's an opinion page. And it's literally written for people who cannot or will not think for themselves, and they tell you what to think. And in order to demonstrate the point, I'm going to focus on... I'm being a little quiet because there's people in my office right outside my door, so... but it's close enough to lunchtime. I'm going to focus on 2 parts, and it's the deep state version of the story and the yellow box right above it. So if you go to the link, you can check it out. But I just want to read some of the words that Snopes uses to describe the deep state version of this story, right? Lionized, unreliable, fringe, clickbait factories, regurgitate, astute, exhaustively, right? It's been exhaustively debunked, right? But who decides what's reliable, right? What gauge are they using to decide what's reliable? What is fringe? What is fringe? Qualify that word, right? Regurgitate, that word, you know, that's a descriptive word, right? Clickbait factory, right? That's an opinion. Define a clickbait factory. Astute, what makes a reader astute? Can you define that? What does lionized mean? Can you define that? Exhaustively, what do you mean exhaustively debunked? And what do you mean by debunked? Can you define that? Can you qualify those phrases? No, they can't and they won't. They don't qualify anything. They just tell you their opinion. And people who post Snopes on anything don't think for themselves, I promise you. And if you use Snopes, put any Snopes article in the comments on this thread, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, open challenge, but more importantly, let's figure this out. Because if the media is lying to us and the fact checkers are lying to us, who can we trust? Nobody, except ourselves, right? So we gotta learn how to read, and we gotta learn how to analyze what we're reading and discern whether or not the information is true. We have to learn these skills, and we got to learn them quickly, because in case you haven't noticed, there's a whole lot of things coming down the hill that are going to come down on our heads, and they're not going to be very good for us. And if you don't believe it yet, it's only going to get worse. So at some point, everybody's going to have to stand up and fight this battle. Until then, we'll keep pushing, but at some point, everybody has to come along. So be ready. See you guys.